Some very, very perceptive visionaries have appeared through the ages, trying to explain how life works. The question is, how far along on your own journey can simply following their message get you? The Essence of Reality explores how the psyche, which you are, creates the reality you encounter. Alright, you found the essence of reality. We explore life here. That is the nature of your consciousness and how reality actually works. Religion creates its own bogus truth, having nothing to do with reality, and science doesn't cover it either. Indeed, both of them hide life's real flow. You create your life's qualities. No God does, no external power source does, you do. To see how, hey, stay tuned and come back again. Lots to cover. This clip looks at consciousness with a focus on your path. Visionaries for ages have gained some degree of awareness for life's quality of oneness. Whether spontaneously by mystic experience or through some pointed practice, each could see life's cohesive character. Gautama the Buddha recognized 2,500 years ago that all things are interrelated. He showed how inner correction could improve real life. Lao Tzu, about that same time, distinguishes life's flowing quality. The Tao, he called it. Mess with it through rational control and you only subvert the flow. Heraclitus, also about that same time, was an early Greek philosopher from Ephesus. Heraclitus saw life as always in flux. No two people ever stand in the same river, he said, for that stream is always changing. Jesus of Nazareth noted the kingdom to be found within. See it and you'll be blessed. That is, good things will happen, not bad. Plotinus, a 3rd century philosopher, had visions of the One, as noted in his Aeneads. This transcendent singularity was not definable or divisible, as Plotinus related, but governed existence and could be sensed through contemplation. These are all vital insights, but where will they get you? Tom Nair here, Exploring Consciousness. Insights here draw from my website, my books, and many talks to open-minded groups. I first recognized the interrelated oneness of things in a fleeting mystic experience years ago. But to see that oneness clearly, it took many more years to scrape away old, flawed beliefs that interfered with awareness. My inner journey led to what I call clear awareness, seeing how life works without a veil of beliefs to hide it. You can improve your life, your health, relationships, success by delving into the deeper mind. There, within, you find and can change inner roots to outer problems. Mystics of old, and even of more recent times, had some degree of clear awareness. But their message is likely cloaked in archaic terms and limited by translators. Hearing their insights can be helpful, but for you personally, to gain awareness of life's interconnected nature by reading old accounts or attempting time-worn practices is nearly impossible. Here's what I mean. Johannes Eckhart, called Meister Eckhart, had great insight to offer around the year 1300. There exists only in the present instant a now, which always and without end in itself is new. There is no yesterday, nor any tomorrow, but only now, as it was 1,000 years ago, as it will be 1,000 years hence. Another thing from Meister Eckhart, only the hand that erases can write the true thing. Meister Eckhart was right. There is only the now moment, and indeed seeing it requires erasing notions to the contrary. But just recognizing that doesn't get you very far. Eckhart doesn't provide a procedure or technique, that is, a path to get there. Indeed, from the ancients I mentioned, the Buddha's eightfold path is flawed too, and Lao Tzu's observations, while helpful, won't get you to clear awareness. We'll cover that in more depth at some point. But through much of the 20th century, Jiddu Krishnamurti wove rich graphic depictions of life, like this one. In oneself lies the whole world, and if you know how to look and learn, the door is there and the key is in your hand. Nobody on earth can give you either the key or the door to open except yourself. But how do you look and learn? And how do you find that key? Krishnamurti always illustrated a great place to be but never told you how to get there. Alan Watts put things succinctly too. He lived from 1915 to 1973. He was a British, wonderful teacher. Says, I'll tell you what hermits realize. If you go off into a far, far forest and get very quiet, you'll come to understand that you're connected with everything. Try this one. But we try to pretend, you see, that the external world exists altogether independently of us. Insightful comments. But where do those observations get you? Not very far down the road. During my journey, I gained much from such visionaries. But I made sure that once I could see clearly what life was all about, my message to others would include a way for other people to gain that vision too. It's not enough to discover great canyons and picturesque mountains and go and tell others what they look like. It's much better to give them directions to get there. Better still, to provide the vehicle to go in. The essence of reality often looks at life through analogy and illustration. We'll reference other teachings, just like this, and explore their content. But to see life's oneness, you best experience it personally, and come to see it most clearly by observing your own real experience. That's because you create patterns in your life. Relationships you attract right now are echoes of patterns you experienced earlier through teen years and childhood. Likewise, patterns in health issues cascade through your life. Outer patterns of rejection and failure, pain and illness always have inner components, inner roots. They aren't punishment from gods or results from nasty people or bacteria. Negative outcomes in your real life stem from inner roots of conflict and personal powerlessness. These roots always lie within your own mindset as specific psychological mechanisms. They can and must be changed there, within. Subsequent clips here, like my books and my website, will cover specific means to delve into the subconscious, to find those roots and change them. As you do that, you not only improve your life, but step by step you gain awareness of the functional oneness you have with reality. Old messages from great visionaries can certainly help you see that. But through specifics you learn here, you can experience the connection, not just hear about it. Bye for now. Lots more to cover. Visionaries for ages have gained some degree of awareness for life's quality of oneness. All things are interrelated. Life's flowing quality, the Tao he called it. Heraclitus saw life as always in flux. Jesus of Nazareth noted a kingdom to be found within. Only the hand that erases can write the true thing. In oneself lies the whole world. The door is there, and the key is in your hand. You'll come to understand that you're connected with everything. Where do those observations get you? To see life's oneness, you best experience it personally, by observing your own real experience. Outer patterns of rejection and failure, pain and illness always have inner roots. Negative outcomes in your real life can and must be changed there.